All right, so we got breaking news as it looks like another major high-profile Jordan brand collaboration has just leaked. Now, as far as this leak, recently we have been getting a lot of 2026 leaks, but for this pair right here, these are actually scheduled to drop in 2025, so we're still keeping things this year. The year just kicked off, but apparently this sneaker will be dropping coming up this holiday. Now, as far as the collaborator, they're no stranger to Jordan brand collabs. Very well known here in the sneaker space, of course, as a very well-established retailer. Last year, their founder, they tried to throw some dirt on his name, but it seems like he's putting them charges behind himself and moving forward, poised to have a huge 2025. So you're watching John Alexander TV. Let's jump right into it. So if you guess Armand Meunier, you're a genius. Now, yesterday, of course, we did cover this big story, which was making headlines, where apparently $1 million worth of stolen sneakers turned up in this Chicago warehouse. And a good portion of those sneakers did happen to be the unreleased diffuse blue Jordan 3s. But of course, that's not exactly what today's video is about. We will get into that a little bit more here in a second, but more so about this major leak right here, which it looks like coming up this holiday, Jordan 4 Armand Meunier Dark Mocha. So this will officially be the third Jordan 4 collaboration, which we've seen drop from this partnership right here with Armand Meunier. Now, as far as this pair right here, before we jump into it, first and foremost, before everybody jumps the gun in the comment section, remember guys, this is just a mock-up image, but it kind of just gives us a visual take on what these could potentially look like. But I would say more so than likely, these will probably look nothing like this. But if we do turn up getting something that's apparently like an all brown Jordan 4, I feel like it'll be a good look, and I think the people potentially will be rocking with it. But again, it's just a mock-up image. Now, as far as these details, the word officially first broke from this place right here, Sneaker Market RO, which they even have a whole different take on the mock-up photo, which as you guys see right here, features more of the signature maroon that we're kind of used to with Armand Meunier collaboration. So again, we'll have to wait on it. But as far as the mock-up photos, again, it's just kind of a visual teaser to kind of get you guys, you know, thinking of what this pair could potentially look like. But as of right now, it's completely a guessing game. And but let me know what y'all think, man. Would you rather see them look something like this, more of the maroon vibe, kind of more of what we would expect as far as the Armand Meunier collaboration, or would you kind of like them to take things into a different lane with this more like chocolate brown type of vibe going on? Personally, I would rather see them go with like the brown, but that's just my feedback. Let me know what y'all think about them joints down below. Now, on top of this, it doesn't stop. This is a holiday release. We did learn previously that Armand Meunier would be dropping their own Jordan 6 collaboration, so they're not stopping with that. Now, we do have some new details. Apparently, we're not getting just one Jordan 6, but it looks like we can actually expect to see 2 Jordan 6 collaborations leaking. So that's going to be crazy right here. Again, mock-up image pictured right here. We have no clue what this pair will look like. Previously, when I first talked about it, they used a pair of Georgetown 6s as the mock-up photo. Everybody was like confused about it. But remember, guys, these are just mock-up images. But apparently 2 pairs on the way. It would make sense for one to be more of like a darker tone, the other obviously with a lighter tone. So we'll have to wait on that. Another mock-up image here, which this one actually comes courtesy of Zeke Sneakerhead. So they're usually a little more spot on, but again, we'll have to just wait on it. So this one kind of features more of like the maroon signature tones that we're used to. So we'll see if they kind of keep things with the traditional formula, see if they take things into a new lane. I would say as far as Armand Meunier collaborations, we have been getting them now for a few years now, dating back to like 2020, I believe, is the first one that dropped. So you guys know now here in the sneaker space, people's attention spans are just like getting shorter and shorter. I think people get a little more tired of the same old things. We've seen so many different collabs dropping throughout the years that I think it's definitely time for them to spice things up a bit. Now, as far as their latest upcoming release, we just spoke on that one. A bunch of stolen pairs of this pair right here were uncovered. Who knows if it will actually affect the release? I'm not sure if it was like a large volume or not, but these will be dropping coming up this March. And this is, of course, coming off Jordan Brand's February stacked lineup. Nike's going to be dropping a whole bunch of pairs. Matter of fact, the entire sneaker industry is going crazy all February. So we'll see how the people respond when this pair drops coming up here in March. But based off these official looks, these joints are definitely looking very nice, I would say. As far as this pair right here, I think what they did with this pair is they kind of made this one a sneaker which I think will go a lot crazier. Like, let's say if you wear like blacks or like gray, I mean, you could even pull off like, let's say navy, I guess, with this pair right here. So it's more of a refined, mature look, I would say, as far as the Armand Meunier collaborations, which I'm not mad at at all, but I understand, you know, they are kind of targeted towards a certain audience. The first pair, it seemed like they were kind of more so in their storytelling bag. It seems like they've kind of maybe gotten away from that element more so. So we'll see what the whole rollout and everything, you know, how that all goes coming up here very soon. So this is a nice pair, man. Even the insole looks real nice. So these are real classy pair coming up very soon. And then as far as Ama Munya collabs, now we have the 6s. We got 2 of those expected to drop. We got the 3s coming up soon. We have the 4s releasing as well. And then rumors are that coming up here in May, we also will have a new 5. So again, I keep repeating myself, but this is just a mock-up photo. We haven't actually seen the 5s just yet. But coming off the last 5s, I was a fan of that design. I feel like they did a real good job. So hopefully they can keep that momentum rolling with this upcoming release. So a lot of Ama Munya collaborations set to drop coming up this year. And if we take things back to 2024, this is when they originally announced the While You Were Sleeping collection, which this announcement actually happened August of 2024. So this was a big 4th quarter drop. You guys remember the hype and anticipation when they first announced this collaboration? People were saying that this was the sneakers that were going to save Nike at the time. There was a lot of talk about Nike falling off and everything like that. And people were saying this was going to bring Nike and Jordan Brand back. But when these pairs actually dropped, it seems like the reception, I don't want to say it was quiet, but maybe these pairs were a little more underappreciated. I mean, looking back at the lineup, bro, so much hate. People hated on them 95 so much, but I would say they were not a bad take. I mean, matter of fact, all these shoes look good. The favorites right out the gate when people first saw this seemed to be these Air Force Ones and the 3s, but now that it's all said and done and I look back on the collection, I would say the Jordan 39s low-key weren't bad. I mean, the 3s I think were beautiful. That's probably my favorite pair from the collection. And the 95s were not bad. So I may have to say that the darker tones may have been a little more appealing as far as that collaboration goes. But it kind of just feels like it came and went. But over time, I would say the 3s have probably aged the best. But this was an ambitious collab. I mean, this expand through Nike, Jordan Brand, and even a rare appearance from Converse. So I'm not mad at it. I think it was pretty cool. Maybe sneakerheads kind of were a little bit too excited for this pair. Maybe it didn't live up exactly to the hype, but I think they delivered. And as far as these 4s that are dropping soon, I'm optimistic about it. So let me know, guys. Do y'all feel like they're gonna drop with this dark mocha? I mean, I guess that's apparently what they're called, dark mocha. So I would say definitely a brown shoe would make sense. Or do you feel like they're gonna go back to the typical formula and drop something more of like a darker shade of maroon type of vibe? We'll see how it goes, man. But as far as this one, I'm excited to see what they actually look like. But these won't actually be dropping till holiday, so we'll have to wait on it. But just wanted to touch on y'all with this early leak, breaking news, new Jordan 4s on the way. Let me know what y'all think down below. Catch y'all next time. Salute.